Hello, my sweet souls. It's Megan here with you. There are two seagulls outside of my car having a fight, so you're going to hear that within the video. This video I wanted to do for my empathic, sensitive, beautiful souls who I work with and who I love dearly. One of the things I wanted to talk about was anxiety today and your values and your needs. So for a lot of us highly sensitive, empathic people who have a tendency or a paradigm around people pleasing or being liked or not wanting to rock the boat or not wanting to say no to something or set boundaries, this is for you. And yes, I did cut all my hair off and I play with it a lot because I feel naked almost because it's so short, and I used to have hair down to here. So it's a little bit different for me. When I was traveling to New Zealand, we've been in New Zealand 5 days now, and it's been a lot of change very quickly, and it brought up the stress, it brought up the anxiety, it brought up the overwhelm. These are very legitimate feelings that are not to be judged, that are not to be wronged, that are not to be stuffed down or suppressed or depressed. These are messengers telling you that your highly sensitive, attuned system is on, it's just on overload. It's just overloaded and it's being overwhelmed. And I've just got to put a window down here. So when that happens and you start feeling overwhelmed, you feel like either you're going to break down and cry, or you just want to explode because you're frustrated and you're angry and you just can't ground, you can't find out what your needs are. That's really the point, is that if you're unaware of what your kind of core values and needs are for you to feel safe and calm and centered and still, these feelings of overwhelm, anxiousness, stress, catching yourself holding your breath and not breathing, those are the cues that are trying to get your attention to help you. So my own story, just over these last 5 days, I've traveled, I've taken 4 flights. It took about 32 hours and 2.5 days to get from Sault Ste. Marie, Canada to Dunedin, New Zealand. The weather is different here. The food is different here. The smells are different here. We got in, we had a beautiful day, and then it went straight to rainy, windy, cold weather. I was freezing my butt off. My system was I thought we were coming to 29 and sunny, right? So there were all of these ideas in my mind about what I was going to, what it was going to be like. And then the reality was quite different when I got here. We had to set up a new living area for ourselves, a new house that we're in. We had to go buy all of the usual comfort things that we would have at our home in the Sioux. We had to get that here. We've done so much in the last 5 days that today has been a day of just really honoring. I don't want to go shopping. I don't want to see a lot of people. I don't want to be stimulated or overwhelmed. I just need some space and time to ground and listen to the birds and watch the clouds pass by. So I was starting to feel anxious, overwhelmed, stressed out, a little bit just ungrounded because I couldn't unpack all of my stuff. Our place was a mess. So I learned, and I know this about myself, but I need a lot of order in my life to feel grounded and centered, even amongst the chaos of everything else going on around me. And I hope that resonates with you, because even though you may not have changed countries or homes, you've got kids, you've got work, you've got demands, you've got people needing things from you, you've got goals, you've got dreams, you've got, the reality of your day-to-day stuff that you need to do. You have bills to pay. There's a lot going on in the world. You have your health to consider. Are you sleeping at night? Are you drinking enough water? There's a lot going on. So as an empathic, sensitive person, you need to know kind of the top 5 things for you to feel like your needs are being met and your values are being honored, and then start working with boundaries around that. So perfect example is we've been invited out so many places over the last couple of days. And for me, the boundary has been, thank you for thinking of me. I'm going to pass on this one because I know that that's too much for me right now. I need time just to myself to read, journal, again, listen to the birds, watch the clouds, go to the beach, walk the beach, have some time on my own, and just breathe the fresh air. So the boundary is I need some solitude, not forever, just for a day or two. I also know I need to unpack and have all my stuff put away so that I feel safe. I know where things are. Even food and eating, I've had to go find some like staple things that is familiar for me and good for my body, right? So I found a new protein, I found a new creatine, I found a new collagen, I found a really awesome shopping center where it's like they have all the stuff that I would pretty much have back home, they have it here for me. So like that was also anxious though, because for me, you know, everything is different here. I'm also healing and recovering from a back surgery. I have supplements that I need. I have things to optimize my body that I could get in Canada. Maybe I can't get them here, but I'm slowly making my way through it. So it's like top 5 priorities: sleeping well, hydrating and drinking lots of water, being orderly in my area, what I can control, the new house that we're in, and then boundaries around how much energy do I have to put out to people, places, things, stuff, and then just a little bit more time to myself after this very stressful week, which has also been like not bad stress, right? Like stress can also be the excitement, the upliftment, the emotion of seeing family again. Like stress isn't bad. It's just it is extra. Like I don't even like using the word stress anymore. I just feel like there's just all this extra energy around, and I'm like, okay, just time to bring that extra level down a little bit. So empathic, sensitive people, we need solitude, we need space, we need to be able to ground, and we need to be able to have an outlet to express how we're feeling and what our needs are. That may be inwardly to ourselves, outwardly to a partner, outwardly to a journal, inwardly with our own kindness and compassion and self-talk for ourselves, right? Instead of critical, hard, negative talk, it's compassionate, kind, curious, you know, lovingly cared for talk inwardly when we're going through stress, anxiety, overwhelm, frustration. Maybe our needs aren't being met, but it's having the awareness of what are my needs? What do I need right now to feel grounded? What do I need right now to be centered? And just taking a full stock of like, what have the last couple days been like, right? Because if you've just been like living off airplane food, you know, and not sure of like where anything is, and you're just finding your way in life, that's overwhelming and highly stimulating. Sometimes we just need to put like a cold washcloth over our eyes or over our forehead just to like slow that third eye down and just slow our minds down, right? So I wish you so much peace. I wish you so much love. Being here in New Zealand is so nourishing for Hunter and I, myself for sure, and I know Hunter's like, he's just so happy to be home. So this is good for everyone involved. We're excited to have the holidays here. Yeah, it had been a little while since I did a video, so I just wanted to like reach out, offer you some love, talk a little bit about my experiences over the last like kind of week here, 5 days to a week, and just remind you that like when you feel those feels, it's not, you haven't done anything wrong. It's the messenger. It's the, hey, you're overwhelmed, overstimulated, overloaded. What can you do to ground and still yourself? And what do you need in order to like have your core values met, which might be safety, it might be routine, it might be stability, even amongst all the newness and the chaos of kids and jobs and people and holidays and, you know, all the invitations and stuff. And then the other part to this is like the boundaries of, do I have energy for this? Do I not have energy for this? You know, just really honoring where you're at, and don't worry about saying no to things, because that's really part of the journey for people like us, is to say no with grace and gratitude and love for and appreciation for ourselves, because that's actually really difficult for us to do, is to say no to what everybody else wants and to say yes to what we know we need, even though we're afraid to talk about it, ask for it, follow through with it. That is the journey for us, is to be able to learn how to put our needs first in a really self-loving way, where we know that there's still lots for everybody else. It just doesn't have to always come from us. The universe delivers through multiple channels all the time. So if it's not going to be through us, the universe will find another way for that, you know, other person to be supported as well, if it's not coming through the care of you or me. Cool. So I love you. I will do another video when I feel called to. And until we meet again, I just wish you so much love wherever you are in this now moment. We'll see you again soon.